how did we create Mojo is the next question, and we can't take much credit for that. I have to, like I did earlier, I have to give like 75, 80, 90% credit to Scott Whipple, who made this costume for conventions like Dragon Con, C2E2, other things like that. He made the whole rig, and he even had a big Mojo helmet, because if you're doing a cosplay at a convention, you don't have to worry about all the fine motor stuff. Then Tam and Faith came in, and they got, sorry girls, I'm going to give away some of your trade secrets, they got like a clown face prosthetic, like the bulbous nose and everything. They paint matched to the Mojo skin that he had. And they affixed it, unbent paper clips to pin stuff back, and then they just blended everything.
I forgot what they used for the hair.
The hair was like, it was actually from the helmet that Scott Whipple has. Oh. They just, Scott let us cannibalize it, and it just became a head cap full of wires and stuff. So yeah, like 80-85% Scott, the rest of it is our makeup girls.
Faith.
Yep, and it...
Man, I'm so happy I pulled it.
It worked. It really worked.
The next question is it hard to see through the Cyclops visors? Obviously none of us here play Cyclops on the show, but I have worn the visors before. Now the first visors, actually Tam and Faith took a red permanent red Sharpie, and they just colored in the visor. And it was hard to see at first, but eventually some of the red started like smearing off, and it, you know, it was starting to become see-through.
While keeping a red tint.
But you can actually buy those prop Cyclops visors, and they come with this red strip now, and you just put the red strip inside the visors. And I tried walking with the visors at Dragon Con. It wasn't that difficult to see through, but the only thing is that you can't see what is directly at your feet. So if it's a child or something, you will knock that child over because your vision cuts off like right here.
And if you're trying to do action stuff, then... Yeah.
Muscle memory all day long for that, if it's an action thing.
I mean, you know, Gambit made it a little bit easier to see through when he threw a card through the visor that one time, but...
I forgot about
he was doing his part to help.
Oh my god. He almost killed him.
Our Gambit practices that card.
I gave him a deck of cards, he went crazy. Yeah. It's been ridiculous.
Just so you know, there is no stunt double there. That is William Graves throwing cards.
All day.
And doing
he can actually throw them into the wall.
Oh yeah.
He can stab them into the wall.
Into the wall, into the visor, into Keith's butt. You know, all over the place.
Done that. Yeah, he has done that.
Keith kind of enjoyed it. It was a blast for all.
Oh yes.
Cyclops.
Right.
Okay, so
costuming.
Costuming thing. You wanted to know why Psylocke is wearing pantyhose for her costume. Okay, let's just be real here. It's cold
when we were filming.
And she's in a bikini, so she has to kind of like do something for her thighs. Unfortunately, it's like almost a modesty thing, because you know she doesn't want to show off all of that.
And we're not paying her to do it.
So
be grateful.
So when the costume was given to her, it didn't come with pantyhose. That was on her, but we didn't stop her either because. You know.
Yeah, if she wanted to go bare legs, she was welcome to. If she didn't want to, I'm not about to tell her no.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a big fan of camel toe. I understand the reasons.
And there we go.
For it.
Camel toes bringing ratings.
Ratings.
Yeah, I mean, it does, but you know, for comfortability.
That's why we stick Havoc with all the camel toe. I mean.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys want to know why Storm is not in the Savage Land episode? It's one of the, I think it is the highest viewed episode for X-Men. No, it is. It's
either that or the Birth episode. I'm not sure which one.
It's not the Birth. It is. Okay, well, Storm and Iceman were originally supposed to be in that episode as well. But, you know, real life happens, and actually both of them had to go to work.
That's just how it is.
And we already had, like, 7 X-Men already in there.
Even stuck me in there.
Yeah, even Banshee was in there. So it was like, okay, well, if Storm and Iceman can't make it, it's okay. It's we already got at least 7 or 8 X-Men, so that's why they were not in that episode.
Again, with a fan series, you have to work with what you have to, because we aren't paying them, so if they have to go to work, we're not going to take that money out of their pocket.
And it gave me more screen time, so I'm not particularly objecting.
Where we're located.
Okay, so if you hadn't guessed by now, somebody asked where we were located. We are located in Atlanta, Georgia. That is where we are doing this wonderful X-Men thing where all the film is happening now. So.
Some people think it's New York.
That's awesome.
Thank
Some
you.
people actually thought filming in New York. And no.
Maybe we should start putting that filmed up in Atlanta, Georgia at the end.
If we have tricked you into believing that we are in New York, then
That we have done our job.
I'd like to thank you.
Yeah.
I shot some B-roll in New York, so maybe that's why. But no,
Well, some people thought the API school was a school that was in New York.
that's
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Because it's not. It's
we
here in
are.
Atlanta.
We are in the South, the growing film industry
South.
of Atlanta.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by this that we're in the South.
Oh,
yeah.
mercy. I love you, Lex.